Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to frigid Norris Searle Field for the 53rd annual Thanksgiving Morning Gridiron Classic between the visiting Warriors of Medfield High School and your DS Raiders.
Worked out good,
Before we get into our pregame announcements, please know that our cafeteria is open if anyone needs to get warm or use the bathroom facilities. The cafeteria is the building behind the scoreboard. This morning is a very special day for the 24 seniors who will be taking part in their final high school football game. It gives me great pleasure to introduce these players at this time. Please turn your attention to the Medfield sideline and join me in welcoming their seniors. Number 1, Yesh Rout. Number 7, Michael Greitzer. Number 11, Michael Bosconi. Number 13, Captain Stephen Williams.
Are you announcing? Yes. I love you.
Number 14, Harrison Guarnagia.
I won't be loud. Awesome sauce. Here we are.
Number 25, Captain Joe Vachon.
We stand here?
I think we're going to be, I don't
Number
know.
31, Harrison Saywan.
So I'm just going to do this, and then you let me know.
Number 44, Captain Dan Deely. Number 50, Captain Anthony Torello. Number 55, Liam Redding. Number 59, Luke DiLiberto. Number 61, Kevin Viles. Number 64, Jack McCauley. Number 81, Elliot Mitch. And number 87, Cameron Lund. Congratulations to the Medfield seniors.
Yeah, but your mom is not here yet. I don't know where she is.
And now turn your attention to the DS sideline to meet our 9 seniors. Number 3, Matt Pilato.
I forgot. I had brought a
Number 4, Captain Jimmy Polk. Number 16, Jamie Worth.
Hi.
Number 32, Tylen Mendez. Number 36, Mitch Reinhardt.
We are good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Number 53, Martin Bro. Number 66, Jake Polotsky.
Yeah, I got like so lucky. Like roommates are like.
Number 71, Ben Hudson Walker. And number 77, Captain Leo Jalali. Let's hear it for your DS seniors. And now we will have the captain's coin flip.
They should be here too right now. I'll help you out.
How are you? Good.
Good. I'm all up here now.
Dover-Sherborn will receive the opening kickoff.
I just put the first, I was all upset. My hurts.
Is that where you guys do it from? Okay, that's fine.
Once again, if anyone needs to get inside to get some heat, our cafeteria is open. That is the building behind the scoreboard. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please all rise as Dia Kotma sings our national anthem. Let's hear it for DS Alcota. We do invite all spectators inside on the track today. Get close to the action. Just please stay outside of the cordoned off area so you can come in from the 20 to the goal line on each side.
If you are hoping for a warm day for football, you've come to the wrong place. For today will be one of the coldest high school football days on record. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and welcome to our frigid Dover-Sherborn High School field for the traditional game between the Medfield Warriors and your Dover-Sherborn Raiders. I'm Bruce Glazer, standing here with Scott Blanchard. Scott, if you can hear me all right, the weather will definitely be a factor today.
Yeah, it's going to be windy. It's going to be windy and it's going to be cold, but it's going to be windy and cold for both teams. So, it's either, it'll be to see who can handle the elements the best.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
I can't hear anything on my left side.
Medfield will be kicking off.
We have an audio problem that I'll try to fix later. So we don't hear each other that well, but it's okay. We'll keep going. So we know that Medfield will be kicking off. That's the one thing we know to start the game.
And there's going to be a new look lineup when they come out on their first offensive series.
Number 87, Cameron Lunn.
Medfield kicking off with Cameron Lunn, a tight end, defensive end, a junior, doing the honors to start it. It's a beautiful day, actually, but it's cold.
It's very cold.
14 without the wind chill. With the wind chill, let's say maybe near zero.
Yep.
Lunn kicks a line drive. It's going to take a bounce.
Matt Pilato with the ball.
Up to his 25, outside to the 30, scoots inside the 35, 40. He stepped out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
35, first down, Raiders.
Oh, they didn't. They decided not to do it. Ethan was talking to me earlier about that there were going to be an all-senior lineup, and it looks like it's all seniors but the quarterback in the center.
Well, close enough, right?
Yeah.
You still need a quarterback.
The first and 10.
And it'd be a shame to put a center in for one play than have it go
Well,
muffed.
they were actually talking about doing it for a couple of series,
Really?
so we'll see.
Raiders started off in their own hash. Ball spotted at the 32, going right to left as we look at this first quarter of play. 4 11-minute quarters. Hopefully the scoreboard clock stays on, and we got a whistle immediately.
There's a whistle on the play.
Oh.
False start on the offense.
Offense jumped to go back 5 yards to the 27.
5-yard
First and 15.
We bring first and 15 for the Raiders.
Need a little jumpy to start the game. I know these kids are a little nervous. Everybody gets nervous playing in their rivalry games.
Especially when they think they're playing in Alaska.
Yeah.
When I came up here, the wind wasn't blowing on Route 95, but all of a sudden you get to Medfield and Dover, and it's like, whoa, where'd the wind come from? And it's blowing. Everybody wearing gloves. Common sense dictates 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now in motion is fielding. Pitch to Mendez. He skirts it back up the far side. Hash mark. Gets it up to the 35. So it'll be about
Right tackle.
second and maybe 8 or 9.
Looking at actually, yeah, second.
Injury on the field, Scott. I don't know what happened, but a Medfield player is down.
On either side of the 20-yard line.
Getting up slowly.
A stinger.
Yeah.
It's
Second down.
It's cold,
and
so-
8 for the Raiders.
In this cold weather, is it going to be harder to feel the pain of an injury and maybe force risky play by somebody?
I don't know if they'll. No, I think it'll probably be just the opposite. It'll hurt a little bit more because it's because it's so cold.
Straight up the middle.
And it didn't work.
Mendez
And that is called a stuff play with Mendez losing some yardage.
Bring up third down and 8 for Dover-Sherborn.
Haley's not here.
Minute and a half played. 3rd and 7.
She's hurt.
First big decision for Dover-Sherborn. They come in 6-4 in the year.
Look for a probably, I don't know, inside screen pass.
Motion by Worth. Kirby Ryan for his first pass. Looks, airs it out, far side. Got a man open. It is caught for the first down by Luke Fielding.
Called incomplete, not a bounds.
Oh, incomplete pass, sorry.
Didn't
We'll
get
bring up fourth down for the Raiders.
didn't get his feet in.
I think he was so worried about holding on to the ball, he didn't think about his feet.
Well, it's windy, so you
Yep.
know the ball might have floated a little bit through the timing of the pass off.
On the punt.
And the cold and the wind are the factors that will influence what happens in this game. Just a mental game. You got to stay focused. First punt of the game. I believe Murphy's the punter, correct?
Yes, Henry Murphy is the punter. All right.
Nice snap. Nice bounce inside the 40. Close to the 35-yard line. And at the 35 and a half, Medfield will get their first offensive possession.
First and 10 for Medfield. A quick reminder to all
Have to
fans
see how
in
the
attendance,
DS
the
defense
MIA
holds up here.
Medfield, 3 and 7 on the year. Not a good season for them. They had a lot of injuries. They've had some transfers, and they've also graduated some good seniors. Ryan Murray, quarterback, hands the ball off, and there's a play that's stuffed way behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that play didn't go anywhere at all. And yes, everybody, you know, they had a couple of kids transfer. They had some injuries, but we've had some injuries. We graduated some good players too. So got to move on.
Vachon with the carry.
Second down.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Kind of a T formation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Murray hands off to his right halfback, going left side on a misdirection. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
Number 16, tackle Jamie Worth. No gain on the play.
Cam Junto is the ball carrier. They give him no gain. Third and a long 11.
Third and 10 for Medfield.
The T offense in the backfield looks like what they're doing is they're lining up and calling the plays at the line, with the cue cards that the offensive staff is showing over there.
They got a stacked backfield. Ryan Murray drops, throws it up in the air.
Got a duck.
Williams open for a moment, and Luke Fielding knocks it away.
For number 13.
Ball took off a little bit, didn't
It
it?
spun out of his hands a little bit. I thought it was going to hang up in the air.
A great hold for the Raiders. For the defense, brings up 4th down for Medfield.
So Medfield punting.
The less passes they throw, the better, because then the clock keeps running.
Punt way up in the air. Great hang time. And ball bobbled, fallen on by Pilato at the 28.
By number 30, Matt Pilato.
Yeah, the way the wind is blowing, it's swirling.
We'll give the Raiders 1st down.
And you saw on Kirby's pass sailed a little bit. You saw the pass that Medfield tried to throw. That one wobbled a lot and got away from him. He's very lucky that didn't get intercepted. And then that punt got away from Pilato.
So it looks more like a running game with short screen passes possibly.
Yeah.
Scoreboard.
Just underway, 7:38 to go, and so far scoreless first quarter.
And Dover-Sherborn.
Each team's had a possession that went nowhere. 1st and 10 from their own 28. Ryan over center. Motion by Wirths. Blanchard snaps the ball left side. Mendes trying to find a hole. Gets past a couple of white shirts for a short pickup.
Around the left end.
Looks like he might have picked up
Out to the 32-yard line.
about 3 yards.
Gain of 5 on the play.
I'd say about 4. I feel for the officials because they're not overly dressed, are they?
Well, they might have some Under Armour gear on underneath, but you know, I'm noticing a lot of the DS kids are wearing sweatshirts with pockets in them, and I'm betting you they got those chemical heaters in their pockets.
Big sale on those this week, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Ryan in the shotgun, there's a lot of movements. Worth in motion. Hands off to Mendes up the middle. Mendes to the 40, to the 42 with the first down.
Looked like a little run pass option there. Kirby held on to it till he saw the hole, and then
First down.
if there wasn't anything there, he could have pulled it out and rolled out for a pass.
Up to the 42-yard line.
Good blocking up front.
Medfield 3-7. They've only scored 112 points in the season compared to Dover-Sherborn, who scores 163. Meanwhile, Medfield's given up 225 points. Dover-Sherborn only 173.
Well, I mean, and a lot of those were in like the game at Dedham that they got blown out in, and the game that they got blown out against Ashland.
Numbers can be so distorted sometimes, depending what the background is, right? From the near hash, Wirth's in motion again. Handoff this time to Mendes again. Mendes left side. If it works, keep doing it. Up close to the midfield blocker.
Mendes is like a little jackhammer. I mean, he gets his pads square. He's really tough to take down.
We'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and about 7.
7 on that play. 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
3 for Dover-Sherborn. Ball is out to the 49-yard line.
Evan Blanchard leads him up.
Nope, that's Evans, the soccer player. That's Ethan.
Sorry. I had a Blanchard.
Yeah.
You should know, right?
Yeah.
Mendes again stumbles ahead.
Mendes up the middle.
Close to the first down.
Out across midfield, out to the 48-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down. We'll bring up
Just about a yard to go, actually. Medfield subbing up.
Third about 1. This is probably 2 down territory. Oh, Kirby's going to get it on the sneak.
Kirby Ryan on the quarterback keeper. That's going to be good enough for a Raider first down.
They're portable heaters that look like submarine launching tubes for a torpedo, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but they should be doing their job.
Yeah, blowing off hot steam on the players. Medfield has cheerleaders on the far side. I hope they're staying warm. First down for the Raiders, just on the other side of the field in offensive territory at the 45-yard line of the Warriors.
If you haven't noticed, things are starting to get a little chippy in the middle of the line there with, you know, a little bit of extracurriculars. Emotions running high this morning.
Polk to the right, Pilato to the left. Kirby in the shotgun. Mendez staggered to his left. Mendez looks to the middle, now goes outside right. Mendez turns it upfield inside the 40, close to the 38-yard line.
Off the right end. Moves the ball down to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for Dover-Sherborn.
It's good blocking up front. You could tell by the way they set up that they were probably going to take it that way, but I think the option was Timmy could have cut it up if he had to, but or not Timmy, Tylen could have cut it up if he had to, but he ended up taking it around the end.
Wasn't that part of the jet play you told me about last game? The option there?
Well, that's not the option. The option is where Kirby runs with it, and if he doesn't think he's going to get anything, he can pitch it off.
Mendez.
Holding in the middle of the line there.
So one more time, let's explain the jet. The two options the quarterback has on the jet.
Well, the jet, it's the run. The runner actually has the option, and it's not really an option because it's called before the play. So if it's a jet blast, then it's meant to turn up in between the tackles. If it's a jet sweep, the blocking is set up so they can go around the end from one end to the other.
But does he have the option of switching if he sees the blocking's not where he's supposed to be?
It's not supposed to be.
Okay. Fielding in the wing right, Polk split end right. Pilato left, one back, Tylen Mendez the senior. Pitch to Mendez. Mendez puts it under his left arm. He's got great blocking outside. Turns it outside. Down the field to the 20-yard line.
Comes around left end.
He had one man to beat. The guy just got a hold of his shoelaces and pulled him down.
Giving the Raiders a 1st down on the 20-yard line of Medfield.
Ball spotted on the 20. Tylen Mendez in his last game had all four touchdowns for Dover-Sherborn against Mashpee.
3 rushing, 1 receiving, and he could not have been more wide open than he was on that play. That was a great misdirection play. I could have made that throw.
No. You sure?
Maybe.
To our left, Ryan over center. Blanchard hikes, pitch. Mendez cuts it back up. He faked the misdirection to go to the right, then he came back up the middle, got a short gain.
Tackled by number 34, Colby Gonzer.
Gonzer on the stop.
Gain of 5 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for
I like the idea they're switching off, getting new faces out there, give guys a rest, because it's cold and it makes you tired. But I would think it's more tiring on the defense, wouldn't it be, on a cold game like this?
Well, I mean, it could be but the thing is if you got to think about it this way also. When they start, moving around and everything, they're going to start sweating, so they're going to warm up a little bit. It's probably harder to stand on the sideline and watch.
Yep. They're all huddled together. It's as close as I've seen football plays in a long time. They're looking for body warmth.
Here's a jet blast.
I see it. Fielding can go nowhere. Hole never open. There's a lot of white shirts in front of him. I like the idea of using both sides of the field.
No gain on the play.
It is a spread offense.
Yeah, they're pretty diversified. They have several kids that have scored touchdowns. They don't have, there's a couple of kids with 6 touchdowns. So, Matt Pilato's got 5. Kirby's thrown 15 TDs. Luke Fielding's got 6. Jamie Worth's got 6. Tylen's got 7. So they're pretty balanced.
The Raiders.
Mendez, the leading ball carrier on the year. 105 rushes for 623 yards. 13 catches for 103 yards. And he's a good potential for a Division III college.
Yeah, I would think.
To the right, Fielding in the slot. To his right is Polk. Pilato by himself on the left. The wing is Worth. Quick pass. Bopped in the air and go down to the ground. It goes incomplete.
The pass is intended for number 8, Luke Fielding, is incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down for Dover-Sherborn, 4th and 6th on the 16-yard line.
I forgot to cover my cheeks today. I didn't want to wear a face mask. I thought they'd arrest me.
Well, a lot of people are wearing face masks today.
I wasn't sure my mouth could keep moving with it on. Whoops, should have worn one. And it just feels colder as we go on because we've been out here for a little while. And at halftime, we can all go inside and get a hot chocolate, I guess.
Yep, that's the school is going to be open for people to go inside if they need to.
Which is really nice. Luke fielding to the right with Polk. Pilato left.
4th and 6. Timeout. Kirby doesn't like what he sees.
Timeout for Dover-Sherborn.
Smart play.
With 17.5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Do you know anything about these portable heaters? Because what I'm wondering is, the team is off to the left. What kind of, range do these things have?
Well, I think they're off to the left because they're staying over there watching the game and that.
Right.
So, I mean, they're throwing out a lot of heat out front.
Check is also open this morning. Please head on over. Help yourself to some hot coffee and some hot chocolate. Fourth and 6 for the Raiders.
As you may have heard in the background, 4th and 6.
I don't know that Kirby's going to throw. He'll throw it
Pitch.
into the wind. That's
Mendez. Close. Very close. Before he goes down.
I don't think he got it.
Nah, he made an extra yard, just sure effort. Flag.
Oh, we got a flag.
Late.
Late flag on the play. Probably.
Late hit. Uh-oh. Looks like he's pointing. I don't know which way he's pointing.
It's probably offsetting. Like I said, things are getting a little chippy down there.
Play over.
Oh.
Madison going to be short on the carry. After the play.
Did you get his call? I didn't.
They're still sorting it out.
Personal foul on Medfield.
Medfield personal foul.
First down.
Okay, the ball was dead, and after the play was over,
Dead ball, personal foul, yeah.
right, Medfield had the ball, technically speaking, and then they committed a foul, so they get penalized, but they get the ball back. Oh, poo. What are you going to do? Changing footballs. I assume they have a warmer for the footballs.
Yeah, I mean, you can see one of the DS footballs is sitting in front of the,
Oh, yeah.
right there in front of the heater. But, I mean, each team has their own ball, so, Kirby might like a ball that's a little different than the ball the kid from Medfield likes.
Right. Maybe you and I should sit in front of the heater.
Yeah. Nobody else is using it right now.
Wouldn't see too much, though. So, under the shadows of their goalposts, with the wind blowing left to right, Ryan Murray, hands off left side, right side, and I'm telling you, they went nowhere. That was Gonza on the carry, and he just went left and right, couldn't find a hole.
That's number 34, Gonza on the carry.
Jamie Worth is
Tackled by
down.
number 16, Jamie Worth.
We have finished the first quarter as Worth gets up slowly, and there's no score.
That is going to be the end of the first quarter.
Worth having trouble with his leg.
Your Dover-Sherborn Raiders 0 and the Medfield Warriors 0. Fans of Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the town of Dover prohibit the use of any tobacco or alcohol product on school grounds. This includes electronic cigarettes and vape devices. Please ensure that our athletic events are a healthy environment for all and refrain from using these products while on school grounds.
Sorry about all this noise. We're just trying to adjust our headsets. Oh! And our gloves. Don't want to lose those. Team switch into the ends of the field. Medfield will start out right to left the second quarter.
Thanksgiving.
Second down Medfield, 7 to go. So they did have a short pickup, very surprised. Stunting by the defense. Right side run. Running in an angle was Junta. He's got the first down, I think. Yeah, he does.
So there's Medfield's best offensive play of the day.
Yeah, very true.
Number 33 on the carry. Cameron Junta. Good for a first down, brought down by Timmy Polk and Noah Canty. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
They try to run left. Play slowed down. Gonzer free for no. Loses the football. It's loose. It's Dover-Sherborn ball.
DS has it.
Coming out of stack. It's Matt Pilato.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Is it Pilato or is it Noah?
Recovery,
No, it's Noah. Sorry,
Noah
Noah
Canty.
Canty.
Noah Canty with the recovery. The ball just popped in the air.
Gives them the ball back.
So last night, several of the football players went and got special haircuts for tonight that ranged from mullets to mohawks, and Noah was one of them that has an extremely long mohawk, and it's shaved all the way down to the skin on both sides.
So if this turns into a touchdown, that means he'll probably keep it for the next 20 years, right?
Yeah, probably. If he scores the touchdown, yeah.
Motion by Canty. Running straight up the middle. Mendez scores!
Touchdown. Huge hole up the middle. Huge hole up the middle.
Dover-Sherborn gets on the board first with 10:22 in the first half. On to kick the extra point, number 10, Drew Dummer.
Dummer with the honors for the EP.
It'll be, no rain this time, so we should be able to be okay.
Ryan holds. Kick looks good.
Wide
No,
right.
wide right.
It's just wide right. There's a flag on the play. Hold on, folks.
As you might have heard in the background, flagging the play.
Roughing the kicker.
Ha. So we're going to do it over again?
Yep.
And the
Penalty is running into the kicker on Medfield.
a 5-yard penalty?
Half the distance.
No,
Half the distance.
It'll be half the distance.
Okay.
5 yards from there, be in the back of the end zone.
Normally it's a chip shot for him.
Yeah. Well, again, it's windy.
Yep. And the wind is blowing in the right direction for this kick. Ryan the holder. Dummer walks it off. Looks at his angle. Steps left. Waits. Nice snap. Ball is deflected.
Blocked at the line of scrimmage. No good.
6-0 Dover-Sherborn.
To the score, Dover-Sherborn 6, Medfield 0.
Did you notice the score of the Fenway Park game between Foxborough and Mansfield?
No, I did not.
There was a doubleheader there Wednesday night, Tuesday night, and they played. I think Zavarian played there last night, Wednesday night. Well, the Mansfield-Foxborough game went to 3 overtimes.
I'd heard that it was an overtime affair. I wasn't sure what the scores were.
In the third overtime, Foxborough scores and makes the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Mansfield gets the ball back, scores, and misses the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, well,
35-33 final. Exciting game.
yeah. Zavarian beat St. John's Prep last night to win the Catholic Conference at Fenway, too.
Okay.
Toledo and number 28.
Must be great for those kids to play a game at Fenway Park.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Kicking off,
Drew Dummer's the kicker.
Drew Dummer.
Ball stacked on a tee. Sun out. Has a little bit of influence, not much.
Yeah, if this was snow, this would be really not fun.
Ball picked up, run back to the 30-yard line. That's about it.
Number 20 into the carry, brought down by number 53, Martin Bro.
Martin Bro getting in there.
Ball is brought out to the Medfield 31-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
They give a little more forward progress in that run back. And they'll be at the 31-yard line with 10:15 to go until the halftime break. And we all run for cover. Your wife's not here today, is she?
Yes, she is.
She is, okay. Just checking.
Yeah. She's over here with the mom squad.
We wanted to do a live game, but we had equipment problems with this weather and everything. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
We welcome our DS audience as well as Medfield who'll be watching this game. Murray hands off, coming to left. You're looking at Gonzer. Gonzer, nice yardage. Gonzer for first down.
4 on the carry.
He's a big kid. He's their leading rusher.
That's Colby Gonzer, brought down by Tyler Mendez and Noah Canty.
Yeah, Gonzer's their leading rusher, 209 yards this year.
He's also the leading tackler with 58 tackles in the year. Good two-sided player.
Wonder how long it'll be before he joins his brother over at Milton Academy.
And the Junta has a full football field as well.
Oh,
From the near hash, he got backs all over him. Ryan Murray with the football. Quick handoff. This is Junta stacked up before he gets even an ounce of room.
Number 33,
Inch of room.
Cameron Junta brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Great play by number 53, senior Martin Bro.
Martin Bro has been playing in the backfield like he knows the plays that they're going to call.
He was there very
Ball
quickly.
back to the 41-yard line. Be second and 13 for Medfield.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. The shotgun is Ryan Murray. Long call. High snap. Handoff. Nothing. I think that was Junta.
Number 28 on the carry.
Nope. Number 28, which is Vashon.
Loss of 1 brought down by number 7, Alex Thompson.
Stephen Williams.
Bring up third
Joe
down.
Vashon. Anthony.
Looks like it's 3rd and 14 now.
Third and 14.
It certainly is. Anthony Torello and Dan Dealey are the captains for the visitors. Home team captains. Jamie Orth, Talon Mendez, and Leo Jalali. And Tim Polk.
And Timmy Polk, yeah. Probably a passing down.
Murray
Look at
looking.
his throw. He's
Nice
got some-
protection.
He's got some time.
Throws it on the run.
Oh,
Only blue shirts around.
Almost picked off by Timmy Polk. Pass is intended for number 31. Harrison
trying to throw that into the wind. Now, this will be
Will bring
interesting.
up fourth down.
If Medfield
for
is punting, they're
4th and
punting into the
14.
wind. Which will make things interesting. As we look over at the American flag and the DS flag, they're standing almost straight out. Oh, they're
going for it. They are. They figure, what the heck? A punt won't help, like you said, with the wind. It
watch for a quick kick.
Really? All right.
There it is.
Wow, you in your huddle? And Pilato lets it roll. He picks it up. Pilato comes back to his 30. Outside to the 40, 45, and he finally goes out of bounds.
Ball is brought out.
Ryan Murray, the quarterback, as you said, with a quick kick on 4th down.
He was a little deeper than his normal shotgun stab, so he kind of gave it away a little bit.
Smart play. Didn't work that well, but it was a smart idea.
Well, no, I mean, it worked, you know. Instead of turning it over here, they switched the field about 35 yards.
No, I mean, instead of going for the direct punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it surprised DS a little bit, maybe.
Well, they didn't have the, I mean, you know, they had to play like a conventional defense.
Right.
And then try and block out of
There's
that.
no one at the snack shack.
There's no one at the snack shack because it's cold. Nobody wants to walk over there. On the offense, Kirby Ryan looking around his lineup. All set, nobody moving, and he hands the ball off. Mendez
that's the middle again.
twists.
Kirby Ryan hands off to Tyler Mendez.
To a 45.
Across.
4-yard pickup.
Short gain off the right tackle for a gain of 3 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and
Actually,
7
it looks a
for
little farther than
Dover-Sherborn.
that. He actually got, it looks like he got 5 or 6.
Got a
Wow.
little bit more.
Yeah,
Down
I'll say
and
6.
5.
Kirby Ryan has thrown the ball 230 times, completed 135 for 1,230 yards, 15 touchdowns, 8 picks, which is decent.
Yeah, considering a couple of the picks were last week in the rain, and then he had 3 of them against Medway, over in Medway.
Oh, I remember that now, yep.
You know, he's thrown for over 1,200 yards. I don't know if he's going to be able to throw it all today. We'll see.
Mendez,
Tyler Mendez.
close.
A strong run out
First down.
across midfield.
I'm calling it
first
first
down.
down, definitely.
We'll bring it out to the 48-yard line, and that, folks, is good for a Raider. First down.
I just noticed that the Medfield quarterback, nice size, he's like 6'4" and 230. But the negative part is he's a sophomore and he's still learning.
Well, you know, I mean, he's going to be good. He's going to be good down the stretch.
Make that 6'3", 205, much better numbers. Yeah, with that size and experience coming into next year, yeah, he'll be better.
He's a good athlete, too.
Over center, Worth in motion, pitch, Mendez finds the hole. Mendez loses the hole and goes backwards. Back to
Brings
midfield.
it out just about to the line of scrimmage.
6:35 to go
They
until the
give him a
break.
yard. I think they're giving him a yard.
Actually, going to be a loss of 1 on the play.
Oh wow! I thought he'd.
Forward progress.
I thought he had forward progress, but
Or actually, we're back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 for Dover-Sherborn.
No gain finally. 2nd and 10. By the way, I figured this would happen. It's going to be a running game, and the clock will keep moving, so that's nice.
Barbara, nice job.
Poke to the right. Slot is fielding. Assuming Pallado way over the left side. Shotgun for Ryan. Motion by Worth. Handoff. The soul back. Mendez twists and runs. Mendez breaking free to the 30 down to the 27-yard line.
Big game for DS. Brings it out across, down inside the 30-yard line.
the offensive line
Hugging
after the first series, the offensive line has made some nice adjustments, and they're making holes up front. And it's allowing the running back, Tylen Mendez, to get, 6-7 yards of carry.
Not only that, Mendez, being an experienced senior, he waits for the hole, he looks at it, and bang, he's through it. And then he just opens it up. We just attacked somebody with your clipboard. To your right. Clipboard took off on its own like a jet plane. Thank you.
Straight up the middle again.
Goes left. Outside hole.
Oh, Mendez.
He made something out of nothing.
Yep.
For Medfield. Daniel Dealey.
Yeah, Medfield got good push up the middle that time, but Tylen was able to bounce it outside,
Bring up second
picking up
down
those 6.
for Dover-Sherborn.
Dealey on the stop.
2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup, second and a few. 4:44 to go on the clock till halftime.
Now, what channel is this on right now? 33? It's not live. It'll be on later.
Ryan over center. Guess who?
Counter.
Left side, Mendez.
Mendez off the left end. Tackled by number 81 for Medfield. That's Elliot Mance. We had a loss of 2 on the play.
I have a question for you.
Third down.
Mendez is the only back, so obviously Medfield can key on him. Would you put a second back with him just to give him a little bit of a decoy?
Well, everything that they're having, they're 3 and 4 wide receivers, so they're spread out pretty well. There was a fake handoff to, I didn't see who the fake was to, and then they countered to Tylen, a little misdirection that didn't seem to work that time.
Four-man front for Medfield.
Going out of the shotgun this time.
3rd and about 6.
Here comes
Kirby
the option.
keeps it. Comes up the middle.
Kirby Ryan on the keep.
Closer to the first, but maybe about 2-3 yards short.
Will bring us to 4th down
4th and 3.
and 2 for Dover-Sherborn.
4th and 2. That was the option, and
Ball is
Kirby
on
saw
the
something he liked and
19-yard
picked up
line.
4 yards.
With this wind, I'll bet this field goal is makeable. I'm sure they're going for first down.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, this would be where you'd think about a kicker, just because of that wind.
Well, you had 2 shots at it last time.
Yeah.
So,
You're right. I withdraw that comment.
well, the wind is it's not blowing directly down the field. It's kind of blowing across the field. So,
Yeah, it's tricky. Okay. Yep.
Timeout. Dover-Sherborn.
That wind is blowing left far corner to right far corner. Across the field on a diagonal. 2:31 to go in the half. 6-0 Dover-Sherborn. They mixed the extra point, and they pretty much dominated this game so far.
well, so far, they're picking up the yards that they need to, and they're keeping the Medfield offense off the field. Let's not forget, Medfield did turn the ball over down close and gave us a little bit better opportunity to score.
Yep. Medfield cheerleaders across the field cheering their crowd. They got a nice crowd over there. Well,
It's
they're only
Thanksgiving
one
Day.
town away, too.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving Day.
Right? It sure is. A lot of people along the sidelines on both sides of the field. Nice to see a crowd here, even on this briskly cold day. Pitch. Mendez comes right side. Off tackle. Spins ahead.
Mendez goes on across the 15.
They'll spot the ball, and the clock will run again.
Raiders move the chain. It is down to the 14-yard line. First and 10, Dover-Sherborn.
Medfield's going to get the ball coming out of the second half. So what is going to be important here is if we can score and hold them off the board so that they don't double dip.
Ryan leans over Blanchard. Turns around, running to his right, protection breaking down. Throws on the run. Got his man! Inside the 10, Pilato for the score!
Touchdown! Some fantastic blocking up front by the offensive line. Gives Kirby Ryan time to get the throw off. Senior Matt Pilato, touchdown Dover-Sherborn.
DS is going for 2 on this one.
Makes sense. Ball spotted at the
3-yard line.
Thank you.
Here's Dover-Sherborn will go for a 2-point conversion.
Ryan back to the huddle.
Be interesting to see if they're going to try and spread them out and get Tylen in up through the middle, or do a little something like they did last time on the scoring play where they rolled Kirby out and he stopped and threw back across the field. Looks like they're all spread out. They're out of the shotgun.
Ryan waits the football. Snap. Looks right. Overthrows.
Kirby Ryan's pass intended for number 8 Luke Fielding is incomplete. Conversion is no good. But it still brings us with 1:53 left in the first half. The score, your Dover-Sherborn Raiders 12, the visiting Medfield Warriors 0.
They went 4 wide on that last play, and it'd be interesting to see if Luke would have come up with that ball, how he would have fared if he could have gotten in. It looked like Medfield had it strung out pretty well. But his nickname is Juke Fielding as opposed to Luke Fielding, so maybe he could have done his thing.
Two sugar light. Light.
Kicking off for Dover-Sherborn, number 10, Drew Dummer.
Dummer doing his second kickoff after the second touchdown.
Back for Medfield, number 2, James Cosolino.
Oops. Football fall flat.
And number 28.
So we'll do it again. They have a 28 in their roster. I think it's Vashon because he used to be 25, but I think they switched him to 28. I'm just guessing because I have the most up-to-date roster and there's no 28. But Vashon's a captain, and I'm sure he'd be playing today unless he's hurt. So I'm calling him Vashon no matter what.
Okay.
When you get to lose, right? It's a bounder to our own Vashon. He lets it roll. Not a great idea. Loses the football! Dover-Sherborn recovers.
Dover-Sherborn ball!
As soon as the ball got by him, he was in big trouble.
Martin Bro going down to cover on the
Indecision.
Well, there was a little indecision on that play. He wasn't sure if it was going to roll out of bounds or not.
On the 14-yard line.
1:49 to go. Plenty of time from the 14. Dover-Sherborn with a surprise turnover of the football. That's their second turnover they've caused.
Deep in Medfield territory.
Yep. Receivers all over the place, both sides of the line. Snap to the quarterback. Whoa! Kirby and Mendez had a little bit of a problem with the handoff.
Kirby Ryan is brought down.
It looked like
For a loss of a few
he
yards
gave the
on
ball
play.
and Mendez came away without it.
I don't know exactly what happened on that one. It might have been a bad snap too. But I don't know.
Second down, loss of 5. A second and 15. Clock running to 122. See, I would use the timeout. That's me. I just would have called timeout and stop the clock.
Well, maybe after this one and see where they stand. I mean, he does have 3 timeouts left, but.
Ryan hands off to Mendez. Mendez straight quick opener
Mendez up the middle.
for back to the original line of scrimmage plus a yard. So third and 9.
There's the timeout.
The gain of 6 on the play will bring up third down and 9 for Dover-Sherborn.
56
Timeout.
ticks until halftime.
DS.
Now DS has 2 or 3 left.
I think that was their third,
Okay.
so they should have 2 left. Coach Ryan brings the boys over. Want to talk about it a little bit?
It's not as cold as they make it. I mean, come on, this is okay. We can do it, right? See, what I do is I fantasized it'd be like normal Alaska, like below 0. So no matter what, it's going to be warmer than I'm thinking in my head, right? So now I feel better.
There you go. Whatever gets you through the day.
Exactly.
Third down 9 for Dover-Sherborn.
We're looking at 2-down territory without a doubt.
They've had more success going from under center and just
Mendez up the
blasting the
middle.
ball with Mendez.
So Mendez is
Short
down
gain on the play.
to the 10, 4th and
Bring up
7,
fourth down.
6.
And 6.
On a normal day, that's field goal territory, but this is not a normal day.
Nope. Yeah, if there was no wind, they would probably try it.
Ball at the near hash mark.
Trying to kill the clock. Even if they don't make it, they don't want to give Medfield any time to be able to run a play.
If Jeff Parcells could come up to the booth. Jeff Parcells, please come up to the booth.
Now, I have a question about that, okay? Now they call their timeout with 12 seconds to go. But if you make your first down, you just killed a lot of your clock time.
Yeah, but if you make your first down, the clock will stop. I'm sure they're going to call 2 plays in this.
Okay.
And if not, then what they'll do, if they make the first down, they'll spike the ball.
And they still have 1 timeout left, we do believe.
They do have 1 timeout left. Oh, and they are going to go for a field goal now.
From the near hash. Tell me if my numbers are right here.
Raiders are on to kick it.
19.
Attempt a field goal.
How many? 36?
Kicking for DS number
from the
10, Drew Dummer. Hold by number 15,
26.
Kirby Ryan.
To 26. Snap. Kick off to the left. Way off to the
Kick
left.
is up. It is
It's good! It just made it through! It faded left and just looked short, but it just popped over the crossbar.
Goal is good.
That one looked like it was wind aided a
That'll
little
give you your
bit.
score. Dover-Sherborn 15,
I mean,
Medfield
he can normally kick him into the high school, but that one just popped over, and that's all that matters. So they've made up for the extra points they missed with a 15-0 lead with 8 seconds to go until the break.
Yeah, well, he might have shortened his leg a little bit because he did get blocked coming from that left side last time. So
Dover-Sherborn to kick off with 8 seconds left in the first half.
Now, I got to say, with a 15-0 lead, Medfield has not shown much offense.
well, they are going to get 20 minutes to get in the locker room and make some changes.
Right.
So
Back deep, number 2 for Medfield. Casalito, number 13. Williams.
Another good kick. Oh, and you put it on the ground.
Casalito running it, stays in bounds. Casalito to the 40. He goes out of bounds, and that clock runs down to halftime, and that's where we are. Good first half of Dover-Sherborn.
Number 10, Drew
I
Miller.
believe the half is over, right? Wait a minute.
There
be.
appears
Yes.
to be a conversation over here on the sidelines.
No. Are we at halftime? Anybody know?
I don't know what's going on here.
I thought there's a second to go on the clock, and it kept going. Now we're waiting to see. They're all standing.
Personal
Personal foul on DS.
Okay, so they get one extra play
on Dover-Sherborn.
with no clock.
Then I have an untied down here.
Right.
Well, that is the end of the first half. There is one more play, folks. This is a one untimed down.
So to the sideline is Medfield. I'm assuming they're using a timeout. Otherwise, it's the slowest play I've seen in a long time. They're definitely in a timeout on the sideline.
Now the thing is you try and wing it 50 yards into the weather and potentially turn it over and have it run back by one of those speedsters in the backfield, or do you kneel on it because the last 2 times you've had it, you turned it over?
But if you're going to kneel on it, why'd you call a timeout?
Well, no, I don't think that it was a timeout because it was an untimed play.
Oh, okay, so they can take as long as they want to set up? They don't have the
We'll see.
normal count to set up that line of scrimmage.
What is that?
Flag on the play.
Motion.
False start
That'll do
on
it.
the offense.
Now it's going to be 5 yards farther.
I thought at the end of the half,
The Warriors back 5 yards.
when there's no time to go in the half, if you commit an offensive penalty, you go to halftime. Because that's the way of the game when you think about it, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
not
sure
what the rule
there's
is.
a rule on that.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
flea flicker.
Little flea flicker.
Murray throws right, screen complete. Running far side, back past the original line of scrimmage to the 46-yard line. It doesn't matter. We are now officially at halftime, 15-0 DS with a good, strong first half.
Number Luke 8 was fielding. And
So we will take a short break. Be back with the second half of this game. You are watching Dover-Sherborn
first half
Cable TV.
For your Dover-Sherborn Raiders 15.
Both teams back to their respective sidelines. Bruce Glazer, Scott Blanchard at Dover-Sherborn High School, where the Raiders still lead at halftime, 15-0. Very impressive first half on a cold day, Scott.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a nice job opening up some holes. DS is controlling the ball on the ground, and more importantly, not turning the ball over.
I saw one of the officials at halftime, and I asked him about an offensive penalty with no time to go in the half. He wasn't sure, but he thought because the ball had not snapped yet, the play hadn't started, and the penalty was before the play, so therefore they got another play. If the ball had been snapped, I think we would have gone right to halftime.
Okay.
Not positive, but there's so many rules, and they're so picky.
Back for Medfield, number 2, James Casalito, and number
Casalito's back, deep.
13, Stephen Williams.
And Williams, who's the leading receiver, he's had one ball.
Didn't even go 10 yards.
Was that an onside kick?
It was an attempted onside kick that didn't go 10 yards.
Dangerous.
Not go 10 yards.
Well, they tried to kick it into the wind, and it bounced up high into the wind, and it didn't do anything.
On the 45-yard line.
But Williams, I remember Williams from last year. He's the leading receiver, and he's had one ball thrown to him, and it was overthrown or he couldn't catch it. But he's been almost like just not there today. It's not his fault.
Well, it's the elements. It's very difficult to throw the ball here in this wind, and now it seems like the wind has picked up a little bit.
Yep. Williams comes in here with 28 catches, 434 yards on the year, and he averages over 15 yards a catch when he gets the ball, of course. Murray, 166 passes on the year, 73 completions, just over 1,000 yards, 4 TDs, but 8 picks. And he's also run the ball 36 times for 56 yards. He pitches to Gonzer. Gonzer
I
for
have
5.
a feeling we're going to get a steady stream of Gonzer and Junta here in the second half.
I mean, that's their go-to. Stay with it. They have nothing to lose. 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. Will bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors.
Right in front of us. Murray sets himself in the shotgun. 5 yards back. We got a flag on the play. Someone jumped
Flag on the play.
I'm not sure if the defense is pulled or they jumped on their own.
Offsides. Yep.
Encroachment on the defense.
That'll be a first down, it looks like.
They'll give Medfield a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Dover-Sherborn 35-yard line.
Looked like they were coming on a blitz. Maybe they got them on a hard count.
Is this their best field position?
So far,
Quarterback and running back,
Brought down by
and
number
Gonzer
15, Martin
lost all momentum.
Scrimmage.
2nd and
Loss
15.
on the play.
I know, she said that to me.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 13 for Medfield.
good penetration by the defense that time.
Yep. It's like a 3-day combine, but I'll probably be there for another. Good. I love it.
Murray and Gons are having a conversation.
Checking the play call on their wristbands.
And finally, I think the coach wants a timeout, definitely.
Did not
Timeout,
look very comfortable with how they were lining up.
Eric Ornberg, he's been there a while as their head coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach too. They've had a lot of success over there. From what I understand, he's a very good guy.
Both these teams have split their last 4 games, for whatever that's worth. So a losing season for Medfield, rebuilding for next year. And this has been a successful season for the Dover-Sherborn Raiders, and they've had some tough competition they've lost to.
Yes, they have.
Out of an I formation, Ryan.
Oh, they caught him off sides again.
Whistle on the play.
Oh no, motion.
Full start on the offense.
So that'll bring us back to what looks like
They'll
third
move Medfield back
and
5
about
yards.
second about 18.
Repeat second down. Be second.
Whoops.
Sorry about that. Second and 18.
Murray pointing something out. Has the ball.
Gonzer again.
Gonzer spins around, back to the 40-yard line. But
Tackled by number 32.
8 yards short of a
Mendez.
first down.
Tyler Mendez on that. I just think the wind is going to be too
Third
much
down
for them
and
to try and
15.
throw it. He's 3rd
From
and
the
15. They
40-yard
got to
line.
try something now. If the cameraman can zoom in on the Medfield sideline and show the play cards that are being held up by various players on the team.
Busted play. Murray keeps under his right arm. About a 1-yard pickup.
Quarterback keeper.
Whoa, and Murray loses his balance on the track. Luckily, he didn't go down.
Ryan Murray run out of bounds by Mendez.
Yeah, getting back to the 4 losses, those are all high-quality playoff teams. We're talking Medway, Nipmuc, Dedham, and Ashland.
Yes.
Those were tough schools this year.
Yeah, they were very good teams.
High caliber.
Okay, you go.
Timeout, confusion.
Timeout called by Dover-Sherborn.
Dover-Sherborn.
Yep. Scoring in the game, all Dover-Sherborn in the second quarter. Touchdown by Mendez of 12 yards.
Potential quick kick again.
Again, 4th and 14
I was wondering why Gonzo was going up on the line of scrimmage like a quarterback, and that's what happened before the timeout was called. They're going for the quick kick, I assume. High snap. Line drive, a beauty. Let it go. Into the end zone.
Ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. Dover-Sherborn
That may be the best kick we've seen in the game.
from their own 20-yard line.
Well, that was a good defensive stand after the initial first down, and Dover buckled down a little bit.
DS ball at their own 20-yard line. Getting back to the scoring after Mendez run for 12. They pass from Ryan to Pilato for 14 yards, made it 12-0 and a field goal of 26 yards by Dummer, and that's where we stand at 15-0 so far. Dover-Sherborn with the ball, moving right to left.
Okay, now this looks like a different lineup out here. It looks like they went with that all-senior lineup that I was talking about, because the center is now
Timeout. Dover-Sherborn.
DS uses a timeout. 8:48 to go in the third quarter. They've already used 2 timeouts, correct?
Yeah, I don't think he had the right personnel out on the field for that one. Polk has now come off the field. Looks like they got their normal offensive line unit back out there again.
This team is going to graduate, talking about DS. Basically, the receiver corps is graduating.
Well, Fielding will be back.
Okay, Fielding is a junior? Okay,
Yeah,
right.
Fielding is a junior. He'll be back. So Alex Thompson will become more of a offensive weapon next year. They'll have Kirby back.
Also, Canty.
Yep.
Yeah. Fielding running behind his quarterback, has the football.
Luke Fielding
Tripped up
coming in around.
at his own 15, 5-yard loss.
Immediately. Tackled by number 61 for Medfield, Kevin Viles.
That play seemed to take a little bit more time than it needed to get
Bring up second down
going.
and 14 for Dover-Sherborn.
They've been much better with the quick stuff, off tackle up the middle, sweeps.
Yeah, when they have the delays and the little tricks behind the line of scrimmage, it slows them down. Has all season. Pilata goes to the right. Fielding left.
Oh my God.
And Worth becomes the wingback. Motion by Fielding. Pitch to Mendez. Looking for some blocks. Slips past 1, 2. And finally knocked down. Close to a first down. Close to the original first down marker, which would make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, 3rd and 10.
I bought it. I'm going to make it today. I'm so glad.
Gain of 4 on the
And I don't
play.
even know how much to put in.
3rd and definitely 10.
Bring up third down,
7.5 to go in the third. 15-0 Dover-Sherborn. If they win, they climb to 7-4 in the year.
Guaranteed a winning record for the first time in quite a while. I think they're more interested in beating Medfield than what their record is.
Yeah, it'd be first time in a few years they've beaten Medfield too.
Yeah.
2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Screened, Fielding coming around right end. Fielding for a short pickup about 5. 4th and maybe 5.5.
We got 4th down.
4th down coming up.
I don't know, what do we do here? You got 4th and maybe Kirby tries to get it with a hard count, but then you got to call a timeout. And that would be the
4th
third
and 5 for the
timeout.
Raiders from their 25-yard line.
Here we go. I guess we are going to go for it here.
That wind is the determining factor. Very seldom you see a team go 4th and 5 from their own 25. But the wind works against you. A punt would not be very useful. Pitch.
Could potentially be
Mendez
more
loses
useful
yards.
than this.
Maybe got a couple.
Run around the left end is met
Turnover and downs.
by number 81.
Regardless of what the wind did, I think the punt would have probably gotten a little, at least turned the
That's
ball
gonna
over a
be
little bit
turnover
deeper.
on downs, giving Medfield the ball, 1st and 10.
Even if you got a 20-yard punt out of it, you'd set them back towards midfield.
Yes. All right, we'll see what the Raider defense can do here.
They've stalked them all day, so 1st and 10, Medfield.
Knock wood.
This little table here, maybe the only wood structure we have in the entire field. There is no wood here.
Now the press box.
That's true, but too far away.
Timeout Medfield.
Timeout, Medfield.
I can imagine everyone here is looking forward to going back home and getting a warm Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
More than usual on Thanksgiving Day. Just go warm up. Medfield, first one's back to the field. The officials are huddling. Harrison Swan comes to the right in the slot next to him. That might be Junta. No, Junta's in the backfield. Sorry about that. Junta on the delay has the football. Junta up the middle for a short gain before he's twisted back.
Up the middle.
Martin Bro and Noah Canty on the stop.
Run by Junta. Tackled by Noah Canty and Tyler Mendez.
Solid 4 yards for Junta. 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4 in the play will bring up 2nd down and 6 for Medfield.
Stephen Williams in the slot. Nope, that was a wideout. Williams is a wideout. Another wideout to his right is Swan, but they're still running the ball.
Junta again.
Off tackle and didn't fool anybody.
On the carry.
Short of the line of scrimmage.
7 Leo Jalali.
Jalali and Brault on the stop.
Looked like a loss of a
As
yard.
well as number 36, Mitch Reinhardt.
Reinhardt getting up as a defender from the
Bring up
bottom,
3rd down
from the bottom
and
of the pile.
3rd and 7 for Medfield.
They're definitely in 4-down territory right here.
I think Coach Steve Ryan said, our defense has been so good, we can stop them if we don't make it on 4th down. And so far, it's worked that way.
Well, either that or he was worried about trying to punt in this wind.
They're coming. Murray with no time, he's sacked.
Murray sacked by number 53.
Brault has had a great defensive game.
Yeah, Martin Bro has been doing a great job today.
A big loss on the play. We'll move the ball back
4th and
to the 33-yard line. Loss of 10 on the play will be 4th and 17 for Medfield.
You know, I know they're not going to punt, but are they going to punt? Nope. I would have punted. I just don't see him making it. Oh, he is punting. He's the punter as well. The quarterback is the punter.
It's the quick kick.
Yeah. Pallado coming this way in front of his team bench. Finally goes down at the 30-yard line.
Great run back. Pallado brings it out to the 30-yard line.
The problem was he kind of outkicked his coverage. The ball got to Matt before his coverage could get down there.
1st and 10.
Too much of a line drive right to him.
Well, I think he's afraid of keeping it
In the
out
air.
of the end zone.
Okay.
But with a guy as fast
Once
as
again, the
Pallado.
Dover-Sherborn defense stepping up big.
Did Pallado not play last year?
This is Pallado's first year ever playing football.
1st and 10.
Martin Bro didn't
Yes.
play last year. He's another welcome addition back.
Were they playing other fall sports?
No, Matt just has never played football before.
Interesting. Screen to him. Pallado. Finally tripped up after a short gain, about 3.
Tackle by Medfield by number 66, Daniel Deely.
3.5 to go in the third. 15-0 DS.
Second down and 6.
To this point, they have dominated on both sides of the ball.
Taking their time, being very deliberate. Don't want to make any mistakes.
Mendez turns it back in. Mendez for the first down. Mendez to the 45.
Kylan Mendez, some great blocking up front by the Dover-Sherborn offensive line, doing the dirty work.
Mendez came in here with 623 yards. I'd say he's close to 700 at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's been the workhorse.
Yeah. Well, he came into the game with 623. He's
from their own 44-yard line.
He's got to have close to 80 yards today.
Scored his 8th touchdown of the year earlier. And even though this is not a throwing game, you know, kudos to Luke Fielding. 36 catches, 316 yards.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job for them this year too. It's the balance.
Flag on the play.
Once again, jump by DS. They're coming back 5 more yards.
Looks like Tyler Mendez out on the on the short side of the field as the wide out. Looked like he jumped a little bit.
False start on the offense.
Noah Canty just discovered the heater.
First and 15.
And I don't think he wants to leave it. Okay, he's done.
I'm surprised they don't have somebody like moving that thing so
Yeah.
pointing at him as they're moving up and down.
Pretty nice job. Worth in motion.
That's what Medfield has done. Medfield has turned there, so it's facing towards where the bench is.
Oh yeah, I just noticed it. You're right.
Gain of 2.
That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Right now it's wasting its time over there.
Second and 12. Gain of 3 on the play. Second and 12 for Dover-Sherborn. From their own 42-yard line.
After the loss, it's 2nd and 12. Under $1.20 to go in the quarter. Poke off to the right with Fielding next to him in a wing. Pilato on this side. They got actually.
Look around.
This is to Fielding. Fielding with Fielding down to the 40. Fielding to the 35. Nice run by Fielding, about 20-something yards. Flag.
A gain of 30 yards and a flag.
Close to 30, and it looks like a late hit possibly. We'll wait. If it's a late hit, it's frustration.
Might actually be a late hit on us.
Really?
Yep. It's a dead ball late hit though, so we should have the first down.
Late hit. Offense.
Dead ball foul on Dover-Sherborn.
No need for that. So the first down is made and to be penalized as a result. Coming back.
So it'll be a first down. It'll be 15 yards marked off.
So
end of
first
the play.
and 25, if I'm correct.
No, it'll be first and 10. They just take 15 yards off the first down. So we'll get it at the 50.
It's first and 10 from midfield.
Somebody hit one of the Medfield defenders after Luke was already out of bounds.
Is that a matter of poor timing?
Well, or
feistiness?
Could be more feistiness.
Okay. That heater's getting more business over on the sideline.
Okay, they have a different center in the game right now.
Kirby hands off to Mendez. Mendez cuts
Mendez off the right.
for a short pickup.
Gain of 2 on the play. Tackle from Medfield. hooligans are on the play. Bring up second down and 8.
You know, I never thought about it. I'm watching your son on the sideline, and he has a glove in his left hand, but I assume he snaps the ball with his right, and he's got a bare hand on his right hand.
He does. That's the first game that he's worn the glove. He just figured it was just too cold.
Yeah. But you need that feel with the right hand.
Yeah. Michael Badeau is now in at center, taking some snaps.
Pitch. Mendez loses the football. I think he fell on it.
Got on it.
Pass, pitch to Mendez. Fumble in the play, recovered by Dover-Sherborn.
He's so
Mendez
quick.
recovers
He
the
fell on that
ball.
ball I think before Medfield knew it was loose.
Will bring us third down,
Timeout.
9. And that is the end of
Oh,
the
sorry.
third quarter.
And the third quarter score remains what it was at halftime. 15-0 with a quarter to go.
For Dover-Sherborn 15, Medfield 0.
Was he?
I would have to say this is a nice turnout for a cold day.
Yeah. Well, again, it's Medfield DS and it's Thanksgiving, and that's what you do. All the kids, all the graduating kids are home from college.
High School is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship, as well as establishing a healthy environment for competition. We will not tolerate any negative statements or actions towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. We ask that you cheer loud for your team and please keep it positive. Thank you.
That building across the way, I have no idea what that is. Do you?
Across the way, that's the middle school gymnasium.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
Okay.
So here we go, 3rd and 8. 3rd and a long 8.
Teams change direction on the field. 11 minutes to go.
So 3rd and 9 for Dover-Sherborn from the 49-yard line.
Ball spotted just on the Medfield side of the field. 9 to go for the first. Ryan turns it around, sees the blitz, throws. Man open, wide open, down the far side.
Ryan's pass is complete to Tyler Mendez.
Mendez once again, the key player inside the 20.
Once again, the blocking Kirby had to have time to set his feet and get rid of the ball.
Brings the ball down.
It's something that Medfield has not been able to have today because the Dover-Sherborn defense has been all over their quarterback.
Not only that, he was running to the right, this side of the field, and threw it across the field, a perfect pass.
Set up his blocking.
Yeah, yeah. The nose of the ball just outside the 15-yard line. 11 seconds played in this last quarter. A pass dropped. It was a handoff to Fielding and a pass that was dropped over the middle.
Halfback option.
Nice idea.
Pass intended for Matt Pilato is incomplete.
It's actually,
Bring
the
up
ball was
second
thrown
down.
to Jamie Worth.
And 10.
I would say if Dover-Sherborn pokes it in here, the clock and the scoreboard are going to both be on their side for the rest of the game.
Handoff. Mendez running left.
Mendez
Stopped.
off the left end.
Loss of a few.
By number 61, Kevin Biles.
That play took a little time to develop.
Loss of 3 on the play.
I'm guessing we're in 4-down territory again here. Unless you're going to give,
Third down.
I don't know,
and
the wind is
13.
at your back. Maybe you do give Dummer a chance. From right there, you're talking, ooh, that'd be almost a 40-yard field goal from
Yeah.
there.
It's a long one.
But again, he's got the wind.
Ryan, some time.
Oh, that's
Oh, just overthrown.
Pass intended for Matt Piloto is incomplete. Bring up 4th down for Dover-Sherborn.
No sign of Dummer on the field, so they're going for it.
Why aren't they?
4th and 10. 4th and 13.
Ball spotted at the
On
19.
the 19-yard line.
Clock stopped. Ryan over center. Blanchard back in the game. Kirby straight back. Gets away from the blitz. Steps up and gets hit.
Back is sacked immediately
Turnover and downs.
by number 61, Kevin Viles.
I have no idea what that play was.
Well, it didn't look like a great
Loss of 2 on the play,
exchange
causing
between the
a
center and
turnover
Kirby.
on downs. Ball goes back to Medfield.
So,
Be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 23-yard line.
all right, time for the defense to step up again.
Medfield huddled on the far side of the field.
Let's hear it, fans. Let's get the Raiders defense pumped up. Here we go.
Williams set out
Oh,
left.
we hear it. Let's go.
Receiver on the other side of the field is probably Swan. Pitch left side. Junta running out of room and running out of bounds.
Number 33, Kevin Junta brought out of bounds.
Maybe
by
2-yard pickup.
Mendez.
I don't even know if he got 2 yards. Looks like he got 1 yard.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Yep. Junta
Second
came in with 191 yards on the rush for the year. Gonza with 209.
They're going to a hurry up. You see they're holding the cards up again, and everybody's looking at their wristbands to see what the play is.
I'm saying pass. Nope. Junta. Right side. Junta for the first down? No. Maybe about a yard short.
Stopped by Matt Pilato and number 7, Alex Thompson.
Thompson, Pilato. Stop him.
Looks like 3rd and 2.
Two left and two right receiver-wise. They're checking the play.
Taking a lot of time to get the play off. It's not like they're winning the game.
Quarterback. No, this is a rush by
On the keeper.
Gonzo, I believe.
No, not Gonzer. It was the quarterback.
Was it the quarterback?
Yep. Murray.
Okay. Number 14. No, it was Gonzo.
Was it?
Yeah, Gonzo got the direct snap. 34.
Be good for a Warrior first down.
So they made the first down, the short
1st and
yardage.
10 on the 34.
Wait a minute, Gonzo is amending a quarterback, and out here to the left side is the other quarterback, Ryan Murray. He's playing a wideout. Got to try something, right? So you got two running backs in the backfield, one serving as quarterback. Junta almost got the ball. Gonzo keeps it.
We saw this last week with Gonsalves from Mashpee.
Right. Nothing was working right, so they tried Gonsalves. That didn't go well either.
Tackled by Jamie Worth.
I don't want to be that critical, but not everybody can play quarterback.
From the 35-yard line.
Well, no, I mean, it's just giving DS different looks and stuff like that. You swing your quarterback out wide here, now you're worried about a potential flare pass out there, or a two-pass kind of an offense. Now Riley's back under center.
Right.
Or Murray, I'm sorry.
Murray. Both his backs around him. They're protecting him. He drops deep. Canty trying to get in on him. Running to the right. Murray throws across field. Junta's open. Junta has the ball. Junta is close to a first down. Very close. Depends on the spot.
The Junta
Depends on which way he leaned. No, he's short.
stopped by Thompson and Mendez.
but a yard short.
It's a dangerous play, though.
Bring
If
up
somebody
third
would
down
have
and 1 for
been with
Medfield.
Junta, that could have been picked off and taken back to the house.
There's a high pop-up pass, yeah. You're right. All you had to do is pick it up and down the field you go.
3rd and 1.
Murray going to throw. 2 down territory. Dropped.
Incomplete.
Pass intended.
Noah
For number
Canty on the
45.
coverage.
Luke Slavik broken up nicely by Noah Canty.
Slavik, the intended receiver. Canty on the defense.
4th down and 1. Raider fans, we need to hear you now. It's a big 4th down for Medfield.
A year from now, this game will be played at Medfield High School. 4th and 1. This is it. Big play. Gonzer straight ahead. First down.
Got it.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Gonzer appears to have it, and he does. Tackled by
You mentioned this in the
Rowe.
first quarter. Gonzer has nice size for a running back.
For
Big kid.
Medfield from
Yep.
the 45-yard line.
He's a load. Big kid. 6'1", 190.
This drive is running so much time off the clock.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to. They don't seem to be in any kind of hurry to try and score.
Is that a power eye I'm looking at or shotgun? Shotgun. Fake handoff. Quarterback running for his life. Big trouble. Far sideline. Throws out of bounds.
Hurry pass. Incomplete. Pressure put on by Mendez and Canty, chasing him out of the pocket. Will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that does kill the
And
clock
10.
right now, so that stops the clock.
5:39. Essentially, if they're going to get back in this game, they need 2 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, and a 1-point conversion. That's a lot to ask.
To just tie,
Yeah, just a tie.
going into the wind.
Snap, short drop over the middle. Williams was
Pass intended for
bumped,
number
but
13.
no call. I think he maybe just tripped up on himself.
Williams.
Ball was overthrown regardless.
Yeah, it was an uncatchable ball.
Yeah.
Timmy had turned his head around. He saw the ball, so there's no face guarding
Put
there.
on by the Raiders up the middle. Bring up 3rd down and 10 for Medfield.
3rd and 10. Once again, 2 down territory for the Warriors.
Again, another wobbly ball thrown by Murray.
Murray remains in the shotgun with his backs around him for protection. Good protection. Lots of time.
Lots of time. This is
Running for what he's got. First down.
Keep around the right end.
Close to the 42 of Dover-Sherborn.
Pressure brought down.
Chains move. Clock stops. 5:16 to go.
Benjamin Hodson Walker. Murray's gain good for a Medfield 1st down. Be 1st and 10 Warriors from the 40-yard line.
DS needs to kind of stand up here a little bit. Let's get this.
Murray sees the rush, runs, ball in his right hand. He's going to keep it. Tucks it under, loses the ball out of bounds.
Murray around the right, left end. Run out by Martin Bro. Ball comes loose, but is out of bounds. Medfield will keep possession.
Medfield picks up 4.
The clock is still running. It should be turned off by now.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah,
Medfield.
that was a clock mistake, definitely.
Well, it's happened to us before, so.
Pass intended.
Incomplete
Stephen Williams,
pass.
Short, incomplete.
It's the 3rd ball thrown to Williams.
3rd down and 6.
He has not had a reception so
Just
far.
over 4 minutes left in the game.
So 3rd and, call it a long 5. They could just keep Murray in the pocket and not let him scramble for the first down.
Did you see their right guard, Torello, number 50? He's big.
Yeah,
He's a huge guy.
they've got some very big kids on this team.
Handoff. Smelled out very simply by Bro once again.
Martin Bro.
He has had at least 5 great stops that I can count.
Loss of 5 on the play. Bringing up a big 4th down for Medfield. 4th and 11.
4th and a lot. 4th and 11.
Let's get that defense going. Let's pump them up.
4th and 11. This could be it right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Medfield needs to get 11 to keep this thing going. DS would need a couple of first downs.
On the run. I don't know where he's throwing that.
Pass
Out of bounds.
Broken up.
is incomplete, and the Raiders hold once again.
So with 3:11 to go,
Turnover on downs. Ball goes back to DS.
it's going to be a steady stream
First
of
and
Tylen
10.
Mendez and a steady stream of Medfield timeouts. If we can get a first down or 2, that will put the game away.
Ryan back to the huddle. Clock stopped with 3:11 to go. Receivers who will have nothing much to do except stand there.
Well, I don't know. They're in the shotgun right now.
Pitch, delayed pitch. You're looking at
That's a pitch
Mitch Reinhardt
right.
on the carry.
out to Mitch Reinhardt. A nice gain by Reinhardt on the play.
Giving the senior an opportunity to run the
Gain
ball.
of 7.
He's had a few runs this season.
Actually, I don't think he's
Second
handled the
down
ball
and 3.
yet. His father had mentioned something to me earlier this year, or earlier today, that there was talk that he was going to get the ball at some point in time.
I thought he had not earlier this season. No.
Not that I can recall, but
Okay.
it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Well, he's in a tight end position. Jump. Nope. No flag. Straight dive.
Mendez on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
Okay. Whoa. We got a bit of a tussle down the field. Another flag. Oh boy. Let's settle this one out. Looked like
That's
the
gonna be
Offsetting. That's going to be offsetting.
I thought the defense jumped
The defense
originally.
had jumped,
Yeah.
so you're going to have probably, if I was to guess right now, you're going to have offsetting personal fouls at the end of that play, and then DS caught Medfield offside, so that it'll be a first down for DS. The initial flag was on when DS had jumped.
You mean Medfield jumped?
I mean Medfield, yeah.
Right. He just said it officially. Yep.
There are 2 flags. Both are in Medfield. Offside.
Wow. So that personal foul is just against Medfield.
Well, you do have.
Whoa, where are we
They're
going?
getting a little frustrated over there, and
That's going to give the Raiders a first down deep into Medfield territory, moving the ball down to the 32-yard line.
Now this makes me rethink. Does Medfield really want to use timeouts now?
well, I would imagine that if DS pokes it in here, then there will probably not be any timeouts called. Just because they will then be down 21 or 22 with probably less than a minute to go.
Ryan the shotgun. Hands off. Mendez loses the football.
Mendez on the carry.
Don't know.
Fumble. Recovered by Medfield.
The visitors have it. And a flag. And a flag.
And more flags.
Yeah, these Medfield kids cannot keep their hands to themselves. There's a lot of pushing and shoving after the play.
Especially when you just recovered the football. Not the way to go about it. Watching the official.
The flag is unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
That's what I thought. Unsportsmanlike on both teams.
It will give Medfield a first down and 10 from the 32.
I suppose that's part of being tired and frustrated.
Well,
Some of it.
when you're getting beat up by your arch
Actually,
rival.
that is not
Yeah.
offsetting
Whoa. They cancel the offsetting,
on Medfield.
and it's just on Medfield, a penalty. So that
Ball's going to get moved back. To the
ball back to the
12-yard line.
12-yard line after all that. Well, they didn't do themselves any favors on that one. But they have the ball.
They do have the ball. And 88 yards to go.
Even if they score, they'll use the clock up.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to see bombs down the field, that's for sure.
I'm telling you right now, those kids in blue out there are looking at putting a 0 on the board.
It's like Bro is on the blitz. Yep, he is. And he's chasing the quarterback. And he's got the quarterback, but he throws it away.
Very fast.
He found Mountain Bro on his backside so quickly he had to force that ball away and threw it incomplete.
Well, he's been having a hard time throwing the ball.
Second
Anything he
10.
throws far down the field has been wobbling.
Yeah.
And, you know, throw that into the wind like that, that's not going to go anywhere.
So quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stopped with 2:14 to go. In case you tuned in late, this has been a dominating game by Dover-Sherborn. 15-0 it is, and we got a problem in the end zone. Is that a touchdown or a safety? It's out of bounds. That'll be a safety.
It's out of the end zone for safety.
And the other part of the bad news is Medfield has to kick off. So I would say game, set, match at this point.
Was a little too slippery. But that's a safety for the Raiders.
So I'm not sure Medfield will get the ball back for the rest of this game. It's quite possible Diaz can run the clock out.
Leo Jalali was just a couple of inches from scoring a touchdown on that. It just slid out of bounds.
Right.
So Medfield will
So they're going to kick off of a tee,
have a free kick
kicking it into the wind.
from the 20.
Drew Dummer, or Kirby Ryan's back to receive. I don't know where Pilato is.
And I don't know why Ryan, of all people, would be back there to receive. Just for the fun of it. But you can get your quarterback hurt. From the 20.
Yeah, well, in 2 minutes, he's no longer the quarterback. He's going to be a guard on the basketball team. So,
Yep. Kick coming. Run. A short spinner. Caught upfield at the 40.
Johnny Bennett.
By number 18, Johnny Bennett. So with 2 minutes left in the game, it's Raiders 17, the Warriors nothing.
We are at the 2-minute mark.
I'm not sure who was carrying the ball on when it was fumbled. It was identified that it could potentially have been Tylen Mendez, but it didn't look like Tylen carrying the ball.
Blanchard leads over it. Bare right hand. Sets it up at the 40. Handoff. Mendez straight ahead for 5.
Mendez on the carry.
No timeouts. The clock ticks. Yeah, Medfield has said, okay, we get it.
2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Now the last thing you want to see is more personal fouls.
Folks, let's give it a hand. Some of the seniors coming off the field.
Seniors coming off as we see Alex Thompson going to the backfield. Mendez coming off.
as well as the
Tylen,
rest of the seniors.
Jamie Worth
will be
coming
second
out.
off. Give them a hand when they come off.
Noah Canty will now be in the backfield. Polk stays in, comes to the right with Fielding. Pilato left, speaking of seniors. Ryan, screen right to Polk, drops it.
Pass intended for number 4, Timmy Polk.
Tim Polk was hurt most of the season, but he ended up coming into today with 14 catches for 140 yards.
Yeah, he had
Under a minute left.
had a broken finger that they had to put a pin in, so he was out for 6 weeks. Or 8 weeks. Nice thing trying to get the ball out to Timmy in his last game.
Stops the clock with 51.7 seconds to go. It's amazing how fast you can play a football game without commercial breaks.
Yeah, in the wind when people are just going to run the ball.
Pitch, Polk, stopped.
That's not a good.
The touch pass
That was a dangerous play.
to Timmy Polk.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Play.
Flag.
Got more personal fouls.
I think they're moving it up. Looks like, yep, it's against Medfield. At this point, Medfield doesn't seem to care.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike.
Offense.
On the
Against
Raiders.
us, yeah.
So the official moved it up. Then he realized, whoops, wrong team. Now he has to move it back.
And then number 66 was running his mouth at the referee, and he's now going to get to sit down for the rest of the game.
He just got
removed
ejected.
from the game.
Huh.
I don't think he was ejected, but I think he was.
It was recommended. Or the coach pulled him.
So after the penalty, the 4th down
And a country mile. 4th and a country mile here.
At midfield.
and 20.
That clock running, one more play to go, and that'll be the season. If we get to that play, I think we will. One more play. And everybody gets to say, good season for Dover-Sherborn. In a rebuilding year for the Medfield Warriors.
Oh,
Quick kick.
Pooch punt.
Nobody back there. The ball just roll and roll inside the 10 to the 5-yard
All the way
line.
down.
Clock stops with 6.6 to go, and Medfield will probably get one more play, and I just think they'll probably take a knee.
With just over 6 seconds left in the game.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
thank you, you too. I hope
Thanks.
you enjoy your
Warm up.
turkey dinner.
Will do.
My bird went in this morning before I came here, so
Smart move.
my mother-in-law is at home right now.
Wondering why you're out in the cold?
She was expecting to watch this live, so,
Sorry.
so she opted to stay home.
It's not as cold when you win.
So if you think about it, the last 3 games the Raiders have played, they have held their opponents to a total of 6 points in 3 games.
Wow.
The defense has certainly stepped up here at the end.
So they're running it. Stephen Williams hands off.
Handoff is to Junta.
Junta with the last play of the game. Clock runs out, sir. Great season for Dover-Sherborn, and we'll have trophy presentation, correct?
Yes, that will be a trophy presentation.
And that is going to bring the end of the game. A terrific Thanksgiving win for the Raiders. 17, Dover-Sherborn, 0, Medfield.
So we'll stay here for the trophy presentation,
season for the
and then wish you all happy
They will
Thanksgiving.
finish with a record
Final
of 7
score,
wins and 4
Dover-Sherborn
losses.
15 and Medfield no score. The teams line up for the traditional handshake.
Everyone drive safely and happy Thanksgiving.
For the traditional handshake.
No personal fouls here, right?
You always wonder,
Yeah, I know.
especially when you have
I know.
a chippy game.
That's a dejected Medfield squad, that's for sure. It's been tough for them this year.
Well, they'll be back. They got some bright spots. You know, the quarterback is a junior. Their running back is a junior, so. And like in tradition, some of the Medfield coaches are wearing shorts on the Thanksgiving Day game.
I just saw that. Okay. You're going to tell me it's football, right?
I'm not exactly sure why they were doing that.
Maybe a lack of forethought.
No, they do it. They've done it pretty much every year. I'm a little surprised with how cold it is that they're doing it this year.
I see 3 of them. And they're going to go home and warm up, I imagine. So do we have a trophy presentation?
There is
it is.
Trophy presentation.
Okay.
And then when I just come, Mrs.
It'll be the offensive and defensive players on both teams, and then the championship trophy, the Thanksgiving Day trophy.
I like the way this is done. This is very gentlemanly and very respectful.
So if I was to guess, for Dover-Sherborn, your offensive player is going to be Tylen Mendez, and your defensive player is probably going to be Martin Bro.
I cannot disagree.
I would say Gonzer is probably from Medfield, and
I don't know defensively.
I'm not really sure who would be defensively either.
Are these trophies kept or returned?
No, these trophies are given. The big trophy is. Oh, so
Really, Murray's getting it for
Murray
the
got a
offense?
trophy. I don't know if it was for offense. It could have been for defense. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it was for offense.
Yeah, because Mendez is getting his. Well deserved.
No,
Now
the kids get to keep their trophy. The big trophy, I think, goes back and forth between the schools.
Yep. Quite logical. Defensively, we're looking at the visitors first.
Oh, yeah.
Defensive lineman.
Oh, yeah. We called his name out a lot today. Kevin Viles. And then,
And, of course, Martin Bro. Yeah. So that's it for us. We thank you for watching our season of Dover-Sherborn High School football. The final score, Dover-Sherborn 15 and Medfield nothing.
actually, the score was final score was 17, and as you
right.
can see, the Dover-Sherborn captains are receiving the Thanksgiving Championship trophy.
I forgot that safety. 17-0 the final score. And the trophy presented, and into the cabinet it goes. So until next season, thank you for watching, and so long, everyone.